welcome to the channel, Bobsales This Time's Next. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel, Bobsales This Time's Next Year. Hello my VeVe fam, my Pokemon fam, it is good to see you my friends. I haven't seen you for a while, I've been so busy with life, so we'll get into all of that. But it is good to see you, Bob is back. Yes, you're not seeing things, Bobsales is back. So yeah, where should we start? There is a lot to catch up on, So first thing is, I do apologise about the delay. Thank you for everyone that stuck by the channel, that has not left the channel. Thank you for that. I've been worried about that this whole time with the lack of content. I wouldn't blame you. But with the lack of the space at the minute, I also wouldn't blame you for not watching right now. But honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart from sticking with it. I was coming back. I always was coming back. I've just had some life things going on. So to explain a little bit where I've been, so I did get promoted. Like I said, I got turned into a deputy manager. So I've been doing that. I've been working long hours, I must admit. And I've got some life changes going on. So I may be moving at some point in my life. So I'm selling a lot of the stuff you see around me because I can't take everything with me. But I am selling a lot of my stuff right now. So I have had a lot of life changes, life things to deal with, different work circumstances. So apologize, but I am back and I am glad to be back. I'm not kidding. I'm glad to be back. So what should we get into? So first things first, let's get into VeVe. So VeVe, of course, I have been watching in the background. I've been watching in the foreground. I have been watching the videos. I've just been less commenting recently because I've been so busy with stuff. But I have been catching up probably 2 or 3 days late. But I've been sticking with it, catching up. Of course, you can't have investments in VeVe and not still keep in touch with everything that's going on. Of course, I've been a little bit slower than normal because I've been so busy with life. And of course, the markets are still down right now. And there's still not a big crowd right now for NFTs, for VeVe and stuff like that. But again, VeVe is still trying to improve that. There are still people here. Some of the key players are still here. It's good to see the Twitter feed still going. It's good to see the fam still here. So anyway, let's talk some actual business. So first of all, let's share my screen. If I remember how to do this, it's going to be a while. So you're going to have to bear with me right now. I must admit, let me share a screen with you. We'll go for VeVe collectibles. Here we go. So as you can see, you should be able to see my screen now. Let me double check that. Yes, you can, just in case Bob's not with it right now. So yeah, as you can see, there's my Bobsales account. Been a member since 9th of November 2001. It's been a long couple of years, not going to lie, but this has always been a 5-year plan plus for me. And we're still not even at the 5-year mark yet. So there's still hope there. Anyway, as you can see, not much have changed in my account. Obviously, the values have changed and stuff like that. But you can see I've still got 99 collectibles, which is round about where I've always been. I really will buy another collectible just to ease that number because now I've just noticed that, as I say. Comics are still sitting at 294. They've actually gone up a slight bit. As I say right now, with the market and the sentiment and stuff, I'm not buying much in VeVe, especially on drops. Now I'm buying stuff I like. If I like something, I will show you. Let's see if I can change this. Hopefully it will still share my screen. We'll get into the app and stuff in a minute. Let's see if I can find my collectibles. So I must admit, my latest purchase, are these mine or are these just anyone's? Again, we are going to go through this app today because some things I like, some things are not. And I am used to using my phone app, so I do apologize about that. But it's the phone app I actually wanted to talk about more than anything else. But let me try and find where my collection is. I'm just going to have a swig of my beer. Cheers, it's good to be back. So I think the last thing I brought was around the 22nd of December, maybe, or is that the drop price? I'm not sure. But as you can see, it was 2 to 5 gem items at the time. I just like the items, and for 2 to 5 gems, you can't go wrong with the items. I think the most expensive thing I brought recently was the Punisher Last Stand. Actually went down in price from what I paid for it, but it's still a collectible I wanted, which is why I brought it. Now, one thing I will mention, I do apologise, I've got a bad throat like always, and I've been at work on the phone constantly today, so I've done overtime, so I do apologise about that. But let me just check. A couple of things I will say about VeVe is the initiative is still growing. You can still see the scenes coming now, the collectibles with their special scenarios or scenes, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of homesteads coming up, like the Star Wars one, a lot of buildings, a lot of train tracks, a lot of scenarios, like the Punisher one. So I like that. We can see they're going towards the VeVeverse more, and we can see they're releasing a lot more footage of the VeVeverse. Still, Bob is not in the VeVeverse. What is going on? I've been here all this time. Come on, VeVe. Have I missed my invite? Did I get my invite? Is everyone coming in yet? I need my invite. Come on, VeVe. That was mainly what I've been sticking to, 5 to gem items. As you can see, just wanted to say, still in VeVe. As you can see, my account's not really changed too much. We have shifted some stuff about. Now, if you look to this side of me, you can see Pokemon galore. So what you can't see is the boxes below it. I wonder if I can get that down. No, I can't get that down that far. But yeah, what you can't see is the boxes below it. This one here is full of all my raw cards at the minute. So there's a lot of cards in there. As you can see, this is just the top box over here. We've got Prismic Evolutions poster collections. We're going to open one of them later for the channel, because we are still doing the Pokemon. I am still collecting mad right now. As you can see, one of the Prismics is there. So we'll open one of them later on the channel. We'll make sure we do it. I don't know whether we'll do that as a separate video or this one. Not everyone's into Pokemon here, but it ties in well for what we're into, right? The other thing is, I did recently go on a trip to Amsterdam. I did go to the London Police studio, and it was the one Monday they wasn't there. Advertised on the board, it was there, but it was the one Monday that wasn't there. I will release the video of me outside that, because they did actually do a Bobsales quick video. I was full of cold, by the way. I'm still full of cold, so apologies about that. You can probably hear it in the breathing, the snottiness, and the bad throat. But yeah, always full of cold, right? Always full of cold recently. But yeah, it was a great time as always. My second home over there, I must admit. Always over there, love it. So even though I missed them this time, I will get back over there. But I did show you the outside of the building, talk a little bit about them, talk a little bit about myself and what I've been up to and stuff like that. So yeah, it was good to be back, and I'll show you that video, and I will stop bobbing my head around. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a minute, but I'm so excited as well to be back. I'm not gonna lie, so excited to be Bobsales again, not the worker Ashley. So it's good to be back. And we will get the other channel running as well, the Pokemon one. But all of that stuff will be on this channel first, because this is my main channel. This is the channel I plan to build. And I'm just going to keep going with this channel. So yeah, deep dives to come, ladies and gentlemen. We will get into them soon. Don't worry. They're going to start to come again. So look forward to that, and look forward to having a daily content creator again, because I plan on making at least 2 videos a week, or try to stick to that. Obviously, some shorts along the line. There will be Pokemon involved. Obviously, I love Pokemon. I only do that for nostalgia. So it's good to do that with you guys, right? Also, we will talk a little bit about, obviously, recently with the Prismic Evolution, you see people fighting in shops in America, shops in UK, people fighting for the items. That is absolutely crazy. Prices have gone crazy. And I did predict some of this before it happened. So I might do some maybe Pokemon investing ones, even though it's not investing, but it is investing. Kind of like VeVe. It is investing, but it's not investing. But we're all here to make money at some point. At some point, if it doubles in price, you should take your money in a kind of way, right? Then you can buy another item if you're more happy to. Done that a lot with Pokemon recently, selling a lot of stuff. Like I say, a lot of these toys are going, well, some of the toys are going, a lot of the knives are going, and yeah, selling my whole life right now. So it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, let's not get off topic. The other thing I wanted to share with you about the VeVe, let's talk about this, because I'm kind of excited about this. Share this tab instead. Look at that. Bob's still a pro. Still a pro.
Something like this happens. Some simple gesture. And then you suddenly realise what a 100% 24-carat plonker he really is.
Sorry, a bit loud there. Don't know how loud this microphone is, because I'm really not still a pro. And as you can see, I've got the bad camera on, because the other one's ready for the Pokemon card stream later. So let's have a quick look at this VeVe event schedule of 2025. Again, apologies about my beer breaks halfway through. I'm actually just dying for a drink, and it's the only thing near me. So where can you find us in 2025? So VeVe is going to be at the MCM Comic Con, which is in the UK. This is May 23rd, 25th, 2025, London, UK. Experience the best of pop culture in the UK. MCM Comic Con brings fans together for a weekend of comics, gaming, film, and collectibles. The VeVe team will be on hand with exclusive content and giveaways. So exciting stuff, a London one. If I'm still here at that point, I will be going. If I'm not still here, I still probably will be going. So hopefully we'll see you in London. So the next one's an interesting one, non-fungible conference. So this is June 4th to the 6th, 2025. This is Lisbon, Portugal, which I did not expect to see on this list. Not gonna lie. So a must attend event for Web3 and digital collectible enthusiasts. The non-fungible conference explores the future of digital assets, and VeVe is excited to be part of the conversation, showcasing the evolution of digital collectibles and how we're innovating the space. So that's going to be cool to see. Obviously a non-fungible conference, bit different to the Comic-Cons and stuff like that. So that's going to be good to see what they share there. Again, Lisbon, Portugal, bit different. Good to see stretching in different areas here. And the next one, San Diego Comic Con. So that's July 24th to 27th, 2025. One of the biggest pop culture conventions in the world, as we've seen over the years. They have been there multiple times, so we know all about it. You've seen the clips, you've seen the videos, you've seen the fam. So, of course, we know what that's going to be like. I haven't been myself to that one yet, but I do plan to get to it. It probably won't be this year. I have a lot of traveling, a lot of expenses, a lot of stuff to do this year. So the next one is New York Comic Con. This one's actually surprisingly cheaper to fly to for me. You'd be surprised how easy you can get a flight to New York. It's just depends on what the digs look like, but I'm sure there is a normal cheap hotel or an equivalent of a Premier Inn or something like that. From legendary comic book artists to Hollywood stars, the New York Comic Con is the ultimate fan experience. Join us in the heart of the Big Apple as we showcase the best VeVe and connected with collectors around the world this year. VeVe will also be celebrating its 5th birthday. At the same time, lots in store for fans and collectibles alike. It's funny, we were looking earlier and I've been in VeVe 3 to 4 years now. So I'm not far off the beginning. Still one of the old school ones. And I remember some of the old school ones before me. Next one, off piste. So next one, Decon Designer Con. So November 15th to the 17th, 2025, Las Vegas, US. Now, DesignerCon UK was not as good as the US version. I must admit, it was a lot smaller, a lot less artists that were on VeVe. The London police were there at the time, but they wasn't actually on VeVe at the time. So they actually had no one around the booth. Kind of interesting to see that version, because I actually watched one of the artists draw the picture in front of me. So it was quite funny to remember that off the top of my head. And I don't remember whether they were doing the digital side. There wasn't no Sue team advertised at the time. And obviously Roy wasn't there and Nigella wasn't there. So not really sure if they were there back then, but that's definitely helped grow the space. So anyway, DesignerCon Las Vegas is normally better. You normally have Toki Doki there, Ron English, stuff like that. So you have a lot of good artists there. You've always had some good ones there. I think Frank Goziak used to go, obviously passed away now, so obviously not going to go, but a lot of the good artists, a lot of VeVe DesignerCon artists, VeVe self artists are going to that event normally. So that's one of the really good ones to go to, and that's Las Vegas, US. So the next one, this I've got to say on the list is my favorite. Singapore Comic Con, December 6th to the 7th, 2025, Singapore AS. Singapore Comic Con is where Eastern and Western pop culture collide. We're excited to bring the VeVe experience to Southeast Asia and share in love of comics, anime, gaming, and collectibles. Singapore Comic Con. Wow, that is big. That is big. A different event. I'm excited for that event. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost, but I think I would go to that. I probably wouldn't eat anything the whole time I'm there. Sorry, gas, beer. But yeah, I probably wouldn't eat anything the whole time I'm there. Probably just plain rice for me. Wouldn't eat none of that stuff there. But that's exciting. That's exciting. That's an exciting space to be in. Singapore, big market, big Comic-Con, and like you say, anime's just started coming to the app, stuff like that. We've got the gaming aspect to it. Obviously, we've got comics, collectibles. I'm looking forward to seeing what that brings. I'm looking forward to see how many people go to that event. And I do know we've got people over there from VeVe that I've spoken to daily for my whole journey. So I'm glad they're going to get an event over there as well. But that would be a good one to visit. I'm not going to lie. That would be an exciting thing. But December 6th to the 7th, not the best month for everyone to start traveling. Everyone's got to buy Christmas presents. Everyone's preparing for that. So not the best time for an event, in my opinion. But again, Singapore, great. I can't say any more about that. Absolutely brilliant. You are going to get a live version of this. I'm not going to cut any of this today. I'm just going to leave it live because I want you to see how happy I am, how excited I am to be making this video again. So good to be back. So good to be back. Did I stream any of that? Oh my God. You telling me I didn't stream any of that video? So I didn't actually stream any of that. Back to professional Bob, as you can see. So anyway, you've just stared at my face for the last 10 minutes when I was supposed to be showing you the article. Maybe I'll put that in, maybe I won't. It depends how good of a mood I'm in. We'll see. I'll probably put it in. What an idiot. There was always one. It was always going to happen. I was doing so well. It was always going to happen, right? So anyway, there was a couple of other subjects to go through. So one of the things I did want to say about VeVe right now, they've made a lot of changes to the mobile app, a lot of changes to the app itself. I must admit, the app looks great. And I was making a video last week where it was a very different video to what I'm about to say right now. So last week I was making a video. I couldn't find half the functions. Every time I used the AR one, it would crash after using it once. I'd have to re-download the app, restart the app to then use it again. Not sure what the problem was there, but it happened every single time. And it was annoying. You couldn't scroll the app at one point. It was so laggy. And trying to buy anything in the market or search the market was an absolute pain in the bum. Not going to lie to you. But since that week has passed, the update has come. And I'm not going to lie to you, that app looks so much better. So we've still got some loading issues. It's not as bad as it was, but there's still improvement to be made there. But one of the things I would like to mention is the quality of the collectibles and the items all look absolutely stunning. Not going to lie to you, look absolutely amazing. Look really, really good. I like the way they are now. I like that they've got more details at the bottom of it, more rarities. I just like the whole look of it. I like the fact that they've resized it from the first version of the app we had, because the resizing was, not going to lie, the first sizing was a bit pants. So this sizing is good to see. The sizing was made a bit better. So it actually looks all fitted, all neat, very good now. So the AR function's been hit and miss with me. Some of it's worked better, some of it's not. But it's been good to see some improvements there. And there's more options and stuff like that. So that's good to see. I haven't really tried loading the vaults yet, I must admit. So I'm not going to comment on that too much until I start loading it. However, the AR function, when it does work, works a lot better. And the thing's more solid. So it's good to see that. So you can see both the auctions and the floor price. Now, I'm not sure how you feel about that one. It is good to see that. But for me personally, I like the fact that the auctions were a lot of the time forgot about, and you could get items for really cheap. Even though they're probably already cheap, you could get them for really cheap. Sometimes steal them in the auctions. So that was definitely, I'm not sure if I like that or not, but I know a lot of people do like that. It keeps the prices going up as well. So it will raise the floors for if you're selling in an auction, pretty much. As I say, the sentiment on the app is still quite low. There's not so many people watching the VeVe videos at the minute, and that's not being negative, that's just being truthful. Not so many people keeping up with it every hour like there used to be. Not so many people in the Twitter feed. But I do believe them people are still here, and they're still waiting in the background. We're just waiting for some developments now. And a lot of things have been developing. VeVe have been really pushing the boat out with some of the items, some of the stuff, some of the initiative they've been using, changed employees. So I'm not going to lie to you, I've been on here 20 minutes now, just rabbiting to myself. I do apologise if this is a bit all over the place, a bit random, but it's good to be back. I've missed you, my VeVe fam. I missed you. So anyway, as always, we are going to make more videos. The deep digs will start coming again. Don't worry. They are planned. I am going to start doing them again. Just got to dig up some drops. I'm a bit disappointed. I missed the Banksy drop last week. I must admit, the Brandalized Banksy drop. I did write the history for that. I did write the story for that, but then work got in the way, so I didn't actually make that one back. And that was going to be my first video back, so I was so disappointed to not get that made. But again, I am going to try and keep more of a schedule. Pokemon videos should follow this. I'm going to open a poster collection of Prismic Evolutions because it's good to be back to the channel, baby. So anyway, I've been your host. It's good to be back. This time next year, we will be millionaires. Peace! Doosh!
Salut Marco? Unado. King Bob!
There is one more thing. It's been emotional.